Yesterday in Transformers Forged to Fight was the first ever test of Alliance missions, which if you've played Marvel Contest of Champions, are pretty much the game's version of Alliance Quest. So the final boss is actually a new Transformer that we haven't seen in the game outside of this map, and it's Soundwave. So going up against Soundwave, I was a little bit impatient. I just really wanted to get in and do the fight. I was pretty confident that I could do it with either my 4-star Windblade or Bludgeon, and I just wanted to kind of like test out his animations and abilities and see like how difficult he was. But obviously, since it was the first time ever fighting that Transformer, I made the decision to go in with my 2-star Windblade because that's my my lowest character in my Alliance mission team. So it was a bit of a disposable one, just so I could get a feel for his animations and stuff. And Soundwave is such an insanely cool character. Does a lot of very interesting stuff. One of the things that you'll see wrecks me quite a few times is actually the projectile reflect. So it looks like this buff is on for about 5 seconds and then off for about 5 seconds, and whenever you use it, it's just going to reflect the projectiles back at you. And it took me a little while to figure this one out, guys. I wasn't the smartest snowflake here. But we're not doing too bad against him. Granted that, you know, he's quite a stacked opponent. He doesn't hit very hard, though, like, especially even when you do get punished. I guess we did have 2 link nodes up. One of them is a huge regeneration node that gives him about 50% health whenever he reaches 20%, so as you can see, you just have that there. But we're doing alright, we're holding our own. Kind of the table and playing field is a little bit even now, but I believe the second link node as well is constantly giving him more armor. You see kind of that armor up buff going up and up and up, which is meaning that my damage is just less and less effective. But overall, it's a really good boss fight. I have very much enjoyed the first ever Alliance mission playthrough. Unfortunately, I didn't get to record some of the earlier stuff, but it's kind of fairly standard battles until you get to Soundwave. There are a few mini-bosses. The first mini-boss is Rhinox, and then I believe it's Ironhide, and then I believe there's one more before you get to Soundwave, but just with kind of the layout and 3D map of it all, it's very cool. Also, his level 2 is really cool, where the dog just kind of pops out of his chest there. I wish I knew a little bit more about kind of the backstory of some of these Transformers characters, but my knowledge of the Transformers universe is a little bit lacking, to say the least. But Soundwave definitely looks like an insanely cool character. So many awesome animations. Looks like as well he just has a power gain that he gets quite randomly. I'm not too sure if that's anything to do with the link nodes either, but overall it's quite a fun boss. So you can see now we're getting down to the wire. I'm getting a little bit nervous because there's only 45 seconds left on the clock, and he has a huge amount of armor damage reduction at the moment. As you can see, our hits are like practically doing nothing. But luckily, Windblade just seems amazing for this fight, because as he's getting more and more armor, the damage inflicted by our bleed and damage over time, it just isn't affected at all by that. So that's doing a really solid job, just trying to evade all those ranged attacks as best I can there. We've learned the lesson not to fire in and reflect our ranged attacks now, but it is literally coming down to the wire. We managed to fire a lot off a level 1. And damn, that kill felt absolutely amazing, because I did it like first thing this morning. Even though I didn't play the best, going into kind of an opponent where I had no idea what they were going to do with 2 link nodes up, I think overall, like, it was pretty good. Overall, for the first kind of Alliance mission experience in the game, it was really great. It's just so much fun kind of moving through this big fortress with your whole Alliance, taking all the nodes down. The 3D maps like add so much to the Alliance Quest experience, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm really enjoying Transformers. Can't wait till it kind of gets out there a little bit more when it's released on April 5th. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more Transformers Forged to Fight content, be sure to hit that like button. Apart from that, thank you for watching the video, hope you enjoyed it, take care, and have an absolutely fantastic day.